All right, what's up? We got you back.
Back.
It took a little bit, but we got you.
I've been waiting. I'm excited.
Girl, long couple months since we've talked to each other. We haven't caught up in a while.
Yeah, it was Simmy's, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
semis. Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, that feels like a lifetime ago.
Dude, what did you do? Did you take 2 months off and no?
Yeah. I mean, I did. I traveled a lot. Went to Key West. I didn't take time off training. It's just when you get to do your own stuff, it feels like you're not training. But yeah, it was nice to spend some time outside the gym. I think I forget how much we train in this little hole, and it's like there's so much more you can do out there. So it's been fun.
First time to Key West?
Yeah, I didn't. I'll be honest. Maybe this is a hot take, but I didn't really love it. Like it's beautiful, but I didn't like the downtown part. Just kind of remind me of like Bourbon Street.
Babe,
I got it. I saw it.
Please get Bruce Wayne
Bruce
right
is gonna
now.
have a heart attack if I don't give him a wrench.
But Bruce
and
did.
He has prayed enough for it, so I did promise that if he prayed enough for it, that he would get it. So
my bad, like right now.
Well, it's probably. I was just asking because we went to Key West for our honeymoon and we loved it, but
really?
that was that was a long time ago though.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
so
2012. It was great for us. I mean, it was just we don't do anything. We're old. It's not, you guys are young. Like
we were not old when we first got married.
I was.
You were not.
I was older than her. I was definitely older than Ellie when we got married. Like
you were not.
It's fun. It's fun. It's just like I feel like you have to go with like a group or something. It was just kind of it was fun. It was just more chill. We just hung out by the pool. We didn't like go out or anything. Which is what everyone does there.
Kenneth DeLapp, what's up, dude? I heard Ellie is now sought after videographer following her work at the Masters Games with Clydesdale Media. Yeah, you were out there with Clydesdale. That was awesome. Did you love it?
I will tell y'all, I think it is way harder being on the other end of the competition floor. It's exhausting. Like I didn't even do anything. I just stuck a camera in someone's face and I was like, this is way more time. It was just so tiring. You're on your feet all day. I was like, I am not in shape if I can't even hold a camera all day. But
what's up? What's up, dude? I know we love you though. We have all of your gear, but honestly, our gear is washed and ready and primed for Crash Crucible. Like we just want to have all of our stuff ready to go to Crash Crucible.
Wait, are y'all going?
We are.
Oh my gosh. I didn't know this. Y'all surprised me.
We wanted to. I was like, are you going to tell her before we go on? And she's like, no, I'm going to tell her when we get there.
When we get on. I was like, wait, y'all are coming all the way down?
We are. It took a lot of convincing. It took a lot of convincing to get her to get on a plane, but we're going to go. We're going to come for a couple of days.
Yeah.
Is
it your first time South Carolina?
No. This is not our first time to South Carolina. But we usually go down towards shoot. Now I can't think about it because now I'm thinking about Spartanburg. So like Conway.
We're going to Conway.
Conway, South Carolina.
Maybe I drove through it.
It's the very bottom, but yeah, it's awesome. My grandmother lives down there. She, so we usually go see her, but yeah, we're gonna come hang out. I don't like to fly. That's why my wife, it took her a minute to do it, but it was like,
and I asked everybody, every podcast that we were on, I was like, oh, by the way, can you just bother my wife so that we can go to Crash? And she's like, I swear to God, if you don't stop doing it, because I don't do shit like this to her. But this was one of those things where it's like, I don't push you very often in too many things, but with this, we have to go. Like everybody's going to be there. And it's
like
such
the whole crew.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's like, what other opportunity is it going to be where most people that are on the West are going to actually be on the East, and we just have to take a flight just down south? We don't actually have to travel to California. So,
and AI, oh, what's up, dude? Saw you in the DMs with the meme where, the stories that I've been posting lately. She is kind of old. Sorry, Colleen. Yeah, I definitely am. It's fine.
Yeah, you post more about the 90s than anyone I've ever seen. I'm like, wait, I want to live in the 90s.
The 90s
were amazing, baby.
Yeah.
it gives me a little FOMO. I mean, I was born in 97, but I don't remember anything.
Right. Okay. Yep. So it's just me. It's fine. It's okay. It's gonna Bruce Wayne. At this time, I wish I lived in Colombia. Yeah. Yeah. 90s Bruce Wayne. Yeah. 90s were the best.
So wait, I missed it. So you, as I was trying to make sure that Bruce has his wrench so he can be
Yeah, now
happy
we got
now,
him.
because
Yeah, we
every
got it.
time he comes in here, he's not happy because he hasn't gotten a wrench yet. So
We're excited to see you too, Kenneth. Like
Yeah.
super excited. I'm so glad you're coming down Saturday.
yeah, I'm excited to see
Like,
everybody.
it's gonna be awesome.
So when
This just got
you,
so exciting. I'm so pumped.
you know, it's gonna
It's
be
gonna be
so
fun.
cool. So when you got working with Clydesdale, was that just a random thing, or was it something that you guys had planned that you were gonna go there for filming for him?
Yeah, so I live in Birmingham, so I was about 10 minutes from the venue, and I
Oh,
was gonna
shit.
go anyway to try to volunteer or just hang out. And when he was doing his semifinal interviews, we talked after, and I basically told him that, and he was like, "Well, hey, if you want to help me out, I'd love it." I told him I had no experience, but it was fun. I got to meet a lot of people, and interviewing is tough. It makes me appreciate all the behind the scenes stuff and all that, because you don't want to be in their way, and sometimes people kind of they just don't want a camera stuck in their face maybe after a bad event, but that's the best footage. So it makes me appreciate all the people out there, doing the hard work like that.
You look like a pro.
It was
All
awesome.
the pictures
It
that
was
I
so
saw
awesome.
and anything that I heard, I was like, she sounds like she's done this before.
Good, because I hope it was good. I haven't seen any of the videos yet, but I think he's slowly dripping them out. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was fun. It was cool.
Who was the coolest person that you talked to?
Oh my gosh, there were so many cool people. I will tell you straight up, the most entertaining division there, no offense to everyone else, but it was the 70 plus. I was
Really?
I'm like low-key obsessed with all of it.
I love it. I love it.
That's great.
Mhm.
And this was the cutest part. It was actually really sad. But they didn't get like uniforms. I don't know why, but maybe they only got like 2 outfits, but then the rest of the weekend they had to wear their own clothes. And I was like, this kind of sucks. Like everyone else got a uniform with their name on it and stuff. And again, I think they maybe got 2 pieces, but it was just so cute. Like they were all in their own clothes and they just looked like they were in their own little world. And I was just like, they are so impressive. Like 70-year-olds climbing a rope. And it was insane. It honestly was really inspiring. You see it through the phone, but then when you're there, it's really impressive.
It just goes to show that, life is a choice, and every choice that we make, leads you in a certain path. And to see these men and women at that age just showing, we have a woman that comes into the boxing gym and she's got Parkinson's and she's in her 70s, and that woman is running on a treadmill. That woman is jumping rope. She is punching a bag. She doesn't complain. She does a plank hold better than most of us that are in our 30s, and younger. And she just shows that she wasn't going to let her Parkinson's stop her from living. If nothing else, it's almost given her that little bit of fire to even push harder, to even show up more. I mean, that woman's there 5 days a week and she is just in it. And you kind of look around and you're like, I can choose to take this route or I can choose to take this route. And this one gives you life. These choices give you life and the other ones don't. And so I love hearing stories about, people that just make the choice.
Yeah. And it gives you no excuse to ever complain. When I go in, I'm like, oh, I'm tired. I don't want to work out. Man, I need someone in my gym who will put me into perspective like that,
Yep.
I do CrossFit so I can live to be over 100 years old. I think, that's pretty much all of us that have, drank the Kool-Aid. Yeah, we're there for it.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's talk about Crash a little bit. I mean, a lot of it. But then afterwards, we'll talk about all the other crazy stuff that we like to talk about. And someone said in here, this is going to be a girl show. It will be, but
Bruce.
it will. Oh, Bruce. Yeah, but it will be at the end. We'll get there. We'll get there at the end. We're doing the CrossFit part right now.
Girl talk.
We'll do girl talk at the end.
I'm more of a bro than anything else. I don't even know if I can do girl talk. I'll try.
Oh no, us too. We're there. That's it. I say girl talk because there's 3 girls on the screen.
But it's girl talk the way that men talk.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where it's like we talk about our periods and all that type of shit, and guys are like, oh, I don't want to hear that. Blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, y'all want to talk about your balls all the time? Like, we can talk about our ovaries. I mean, let's go. So
we need more of this.
Yes, for sure.
No, we're gonna get there. I just wanna check a couple questions off the box for Crash because it's super cool that you're going. And hey, did you qualify or were you invited?
Yeah, I was invited, thankfully.
There you go.
I honestly didn't know. I wasn't following Instagram when the qualifier popped up, and then I saw people posting about it, and I was like, dang, that's my favorite comp. Should have done the qualifier. And then JR messaged me like during the qualifier. And I think it was enough people had said no in the top 20 to where of semifinals that he moved on to me. So
Well, you're an OG. There's a couple of you. There's like 2 or 3 of you that were OGs that's already been there.
Your brother's here.
I just, hey, what's up, bro?
Oh, there you go. All right, nepotism. I like nepotism. That's what it's for.
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
Let's go.
This is not a meritocracy. Ratting me out, Andrew.
But where was I? He just messed me up.
OG.
Yeah, there's 2 or 3 of you guys. So are you like, do you feel like you got an edge a little bit? Like, you know what's coming, you know JR a little bit, or no, nobody knows JR and JR is just an enigma and you got to learn him every year the same way?
Yeah, if there's ever a competition I can confidently say of all of them, I have at least more of an edge on, it's probably Crash. And a lot of it's just because of how JR programs. I just love the way he programs personally. And it's a lot of the high skill stuff that leaves a lot of room for separation, which is where I tend to do a lot better as when it comes to skill and stuff. But obviously this year, y'all seen the people that have been invited, and it's it's a totally different competition. So it'll be fun to see where I stack up against them. But I was talking to Tyler Watkins the other day about it, and historically I've done every year I've gotten top 5 there, and like this year I don't know if that's going to happen. But
does it feel like a semifinal? Do you
like in
Does it
previous?
feel like
Yeah, but this year's going to be like the game. I mean, it's a ton of games athletes, so yeah, it'll be fun. I was telling Tyler, I'm probably not gonna. My goal. I'm probably not going to go to the games ever. So this is like the closest I'll get. And it's really cool because JR programs just like the games, and you'll get some games athletes and stuff. And his turnout's really good too. He has a lot of people come out, y'all are going, and so it'll be so fun.
So is it the programming that kind of makes it one of your, or like your favorite to be? Is it because of his style of program?
That, and I think a lot of people agree with me on this, but I really think JR could run CrossFit truly. Like from a programming side, he understands the methodology from its roots, but he's also modern too. Like, he's not so stuck in the programming that we're doing sledgehammer stuff and all that only. So he has a really good mix. And then I just think I've just listened to so many podcasts with him, and he's just such a good listener. He takes in so much information that I feel like it allows him to really put on an incredible competition where the athletes feel so cared for, and you can see it in the people that come back. Like, if there's any competition that has the best retention rate, I really think it's Crash. If you can get invited back, everyone wants to go.
So do you feel like that it's so you feel like a good competition has a leader that focuses more on the athletes versus like a ego driven? It's kind of like what came to mind when you were talking about JR, is that he's very much about creating something for you guys and supporting you guys as the athletes versus an ego where it's like his needs to be the best because it's about him. Would you say that's pretty accurate?
100%. I mean, have y'all ever talked to JR? Like, have you ever had him on or anything?
No.
He's like,
and okay. Kenneth, hold on one second and then do that. Kenneth, JR is a girl dad. Dude's probably secretly a teddy bear. I would love to talk to him about being a girl dad, but no,
yeah,
we
haven't had JR yet.
Y'all should have him on. He's humble to a fault, and I don't even know him that well. Obviously, I've just met him a few times at Crash, but yeah, it's cool too because you see how many people from his gym turn out to help run everything, and I think that's a testament of someone who's not ego driven, who's a really good leader. He has people come out and volunteer. It's the entire gym, and they're so committed to him and to making it a really good competition. And they're volunteers. It's just so cool. To see like what he's built, and now he's becoming a lot more well known as he continues to prove every year how good he can run it.
That's really cool.
Did you ever think about doing the road qualifier? Did you do the road qualifier?
No, I didn't. That's not a competition I would probably do well at, but no, I thought the events were cool.
But JR's doesn't JR's competition count as points towards the Rogue qualifier? I feel like there's like a point system to all the events that you guys go to. I didn't know if
The worldwide ranking thing?
yeah.
Yeah, I actually haven't even followed that. I think that if I recall, they only use like the open season for points, like
Game
open
semis like Wadapalooza and stuff.
Yeah, but I could be totally wrong. I don't even think it's a sanctioned CrossFit event, Crash, but I don't know.
Well, whatever. They're going to use it soon because it's going to be probably it's going to be one of the bigger Lewis, B. Lewis 42. Am I hearing an accent your brother doesn't have?
Do I sound Southern?
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I get such mixed reviews. Everyone says I sound Southern on YouTube, but then other people tell me I don't. I want a Southern accent, so I'll take it.
I mean, you have one. It's the
You
same
definitely
way.
do.
It's the same way that I don't think I have an accent from where I'm from, upstate New York. And still to this day, people are like, you have such an accent. I'm like, I don't though, but I guess I do. I don't know.
Y'all don't sound like, I mean,
Long Islanders,
crazy, but y'all don't sound like
No, so you have to be in Staten Island or like Nassau County. Like we're not regular in the regular New York realm. It's not a Manhattan thing. It's
That's hilarious. Okay, I'm Southern. Let's go.
Yeah. Garrett has the least accent of y'all. Yeah. Right. You have Colleen has an upstate accent.
Like, I don't.
When she gets off the podcast, she literally, like when you guys meet her at Crash, she sounds like she's straight out of Canada. Just wait till she says
true.
A, because she'll be like A.
I have never said A. Nice try.
No, she hasn't.
It's certain words.
But yeah, she does have a little bit.
Oh, hello, Wad Zombie. We haven't seen you in a while. Of course, we're gonna see you.
Oh yeah, you're here for Ellie. Ellie is so damn hot. We know.
It's the Southern accent. I know it.
Why doesn't she have a card yet? My kid is trying to get all of his cards signed that he can possibly get signed at Crash. Like those cards are already packed, literally, that he knows that are going to be there. He's like so pumped for that. So,
does he collect those?
Yeah. And Wad Zombie was great and sent us like
so many
cards.
Oh, yeah.
And there's like 4 or 5 of them that he already got the Colton card signed.
Yeah, we met Colton at Vitruvian Games. I dragged her down to New Jersey. Yep.
So
we met Gabe.
Yeah.
And Gabe was not ready for Paper Street. Yeah. Gabe was not ready for us to be as tall as we were.
I did see a picture. I didn't realize how tall, especially you were, Garrett. I was like, whoa, you're so tall.
6 feet, baby. 6 feet.
That's crazy. Yeah. And when I stand next to you, you're gonna be looking like straight down.
It's great.
It's all right.
It's fine.
It's all good.
So no Rogue. Do you have any plans for what's in between? Maybe are you eyeing any other competitions between now and the Open or Crash in the Open?
So actually, have y'all heard of Beach Brawl?
I have heard of it. I've seen it on Instagram. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's in Pensacola. I am still going to that. I got to figure out what I'm gonna do or not. I'm kind of trying to stay healthy and get healthy before Crash. So I offered to sell it, but no one's bought it yet on Instagram. So I'm going to kind of see what I'm going to do about that. But that's the only thing I have between now and Crash. And then after Crash, I'll kind of decide what I'm going to do after I see how that goes. But that's my priority, Crash. So I'm kind of not invested as much in this Beach Brawl.
Well, yeah, I mean, Crash, what's the prize purse is like 40K, isn't that
45?
40, something crazy like that.
Yeah. I mean, it's insane. He always gives you the money right after too. Like on the podium, he'll write the check and hand it to you, which is not super common. So
no, what was the one that just got effed up for not paying their people?
Was it the
Spain
something?
French?
Oh, the one that didn't even exist.
Yeah, like it was like random weird.
Yeah,
they haven't paid their people for 2 years or something like that in Europe. Yeah, that was crazy.
Was that the one that like did people actually sign up, pay for it, and then it just wasn't there?
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
There was
that, and then there was one like 2 years ago out west. It was either Oregon or Washington where they did the whole competition and then never paid people. So
yeah,
the podium and all that. Which is,
no, I
don't even know how that slides, but I guess we're just still so mom and pop that I don't know.
Well, let's
trust people's word.
Let's go, JR. Just let's go JR.
Yeah.
I'm all for rooting for JR. I want him to predict every workout that's going to come out for the next
And he's
100
really
years.
good
Yeah,
at it,
he's
isn't he?
really amazing.
Isn't he
at it.
like really close 90% of the time of what's going to be
Yeah.
programmed and that kind of stuff? Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
nailed it.
your anniversary just came around, right? 5 years.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah, 5 years. It's been getting better every year. But yeah, I'm only 26. I've been married for 5 years, so.
Congrats.
Isn't it crazy how it
Congrats.
does get better every year? It
It
really
really does. And that's not a lie. Like there's definitely I think it gets better because it's hard and you make it through hard things and you know that I think that's where like real love really comes out is when you are not in the honeymoon phase of everything's perfect, you never fight. It's like you make it through some crap and then you love each other more because of it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, congratulations on the honeymoon. Congratulations on the 5-year mark. We celebrated our 12-year around the same time. So our anniversary is August 8th.
No way. Ours is the 10th. Y'all are
There you go.
2 days before.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
And that was really weird, right? Because August 8th was event 1.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
Right. And then you were on vacation and I feel like I messaged you and I was like, hey girl, just thinking about you. Hope you're good. Hope all's well.
Yeah. Yeah. I was on the way to Atlanta when we were flying out to Key West. And that was the Thursday when everything went down. I just I still remember I was, in the car and I got like a million texts from people. And I was just like, oh gosh, something bad must have happened. So unfortunately, that same day is like going to be branded into our memory, but
yeah,
it was rough.
How long did you get? What was it? Like 10 days, 2 weeks? You took a month off
from semis?
Yeah.
Yeah. Probably. I would say about a few weeks of just doing nothing really other than just walking and maybe some bodybuilding. And then I, kind of got back into it about a month after. So.
And after you got home from Key West, did you take some time off after that, after hearing everything and finding everything out?
I think if I'm being honest, I just kind of, and maybe this was already brewing before everything, but I think I just needed a little space from CrossFit in general. I love it. I have nothing about what happened made me not like CrossFit. Maybe it gave me a license to kind of try something new for a second while everyone was posting and it was just a lot of drama and emotion. I kind of got off Instagram for a little bit, and which is always healthy, I think, and separated myself from it in multiple ways. And maybe that was a coping mechanism. I'm not quite sure, but I did in a way kind of separate a little bit from CrossFit, kind of just did a lot of my own stuff. So
you were saying that you kind of were feeling it before everything happened, that you kind of just were, I don't know, maybe itching for a little bit of a break. Was that where was that coming from? Was it coming from burnout? Was it coming from disappointment for semis? Where was it kind of coming from where you felt like you needed to kind of distance yourself from CrossFit?
Yeah, I don't know if people can relate to this, but for me, I accomplished my goal this year in that it was to make it to semifinals. And in years prior, the year prior when I didn't make it, you still have this fire lit under you of it's this rejuvenated sense of I have a whole off season to make my goal next year. So it's really easy, in my opinion, when I don't make it to get back into training.
Mm-hmm.
But when I did accomplish my goal, I just think I kind of went through a reflective period. I'm pretty introspective to a fault sometimes. And I was kind of like, man, do I want to do this again for an entire year? Because it's a lot of time and mental and emotional energy as well, which is so worth it to me. But at the same time, it just kind of made me reassess a little bit about what I want to do for the next year. And I think because of that, I was just a little, I guess you could say, burned out on it. Because it's so fun. It's awesome. But it's 3 days of this attention and this high, and it's so fun. And then no one remembers anything. And
yeah, you were on the podcast with us every single night. You were
it was tons
people,
of energy.
Yeah. And that's awesome and great. It's just I think it's healthy in a way too, to also remember that this is such a great thing to do. So much fun. It's given me awesome opportunities, but at the same time, like I'm not gonna be doing this forever. So it's good to have a little detachment in the season of knowing what it's like to not always I guess be a competitive athlete. So
Was that a conversation like once you made it to semis, were you kind of counting down the days until it was over? Or did you feel it more after you finished the semis and then you were like, okay, I'm done. Like I need a break?
No, while I was in it, I was really conscious this year of enjoying it and every day trying to act as if like that's the last time I could ever be there. But then in the days after, you have you miss it a lot, you get FOMO, and then after that, it's definitely it's definitely what you said.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
but that's just me though. I mean, I don't feel like a lot of people get as deep in reflective, which is sometimes I just get in my head about it all of like this matters so much, but it doesn't really matter. So that always puts me in an interesting headspace, I guess.
What's the mood when you guys get home? Like you get home, you get back from vacation, you kind of settle in, everything's kind of going crazy all over the internet. I mean, do you talk to people? Are you reaching out to people? Is there actually a mood? Are you mad at CrossFit right now? Because right when something horrible happens, I always think about it this way. When something horrible happens in like my own life, just walking around my own life, there's a part of me that will like kind of be mad at God, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
just be like, and then you have that feeling, you I don't know, process it or talk to him or whatever, and then you kind of figure it out and whatever. Does this happen with this? Are you like mad at CrossFit? Are you mad at like the heads of the company? And then you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head. There's stages of grief. Everyone's gonna try to divert their anger onto something. And I think that lady that spoke at the games where she said, grief is love with nowhere to go. When you know,
Chad's wife. Yep.
Yeah.
yeah, I think you could also say too that like, you know, anger doesn't really have anywhere to go essentially like when something like this happens. So you kind of have to put it on someone. But for me personally, I'm not going to speak to whether or not there was like negligence or whatever, which I'm sure there was some level of like negligence. But my reaction was not like anger at CrossFit as an organization. And maybe this is just from my perspective of being an athlete where like I just, I don't know, I feel like there were a lot of really emotional responses. And for me, that frustrated me more than anything else of like, let's just target one person, whether or not like, let's just like wait for a second. Like everyone, it's okay to be mad, like feel your emotions and sit there and understand the tragedy that this whole thing was. But it's not, to me, it frustrated me more than anything that we were just trying to lump all of this on one person when we didn't really have any facts yet. And that was a big reason I distanced myself from it is like, and I'm not a sympathizer for anyone, but I think the logical thing to do is just like feel your emotions and then wait out before you start blaming people. That was my perspective.
Do you have a conversation with your husband where your husband's like, hey, no, I just don't trust this organization. Like, don't do this. I don't want to see you in harm's way. I don't want to see you. Like, was there any conversation like that? Or even you just now you're thinking about events and you're like, oh my God, these events were so dangerous. I shouldn't have done them. Anything like that?
No, I mean, I'm not speaking in regards to like.
I'm just literally asking about you. Like, I'm not asking you to answer any questions about what happened at the games or what anybody else said. I'm just asking, like, just as a husband and wife, did you guys sit down after all that and like have that conversation? Just like, hey, babe, I don't want you to do this anymore. It's too dangerous.
No, we had none of that. That's kind of already was a given. It was already a given that I've signed up for a sport that's dangerous in the sense of like injuries and stuff. Not someone tragically dying, but we didn't have that conversation. Just, yeah.
So, because I asked Tucker too. We had Tucker McLemore on. And he great dude, and he's just like, I don't think about it that way. I don't go, you know what I mean? Like he just doesn't have those kind of emotional responses to things. And
Yeah.
so just, how everybody likes to say females are so emotional. I was just wondering like if you also had that kind of too, where it just was like, oh no, I can't do this anymore. I have like, I can't trust anybody. I can't trust CrossFit. I can't trust, and have that super emotional response.
Yeah. No,
Now,
that didn't exist for me. No. Yeah. I actually got lit up by a few people in my DMs that I didn't know people read the comments as much as they do. But
oh, yeah, here they do. Yes, Vindicate, you are correct. And I did see that. And I did see the podcast last night. And yeah, a lot of emotions.
Oh, Steph had some emotions.
There was so many emotions in the comments. And
Oh,
then,
boy.
yeah, there's a lot of emotions. Okay.
yeah, I don't ever really tend to get into the comments and comment myself, but I did comment on something originally about all these rash decisions that were being made. I think it was Hiller's post, and just said that I thought that it was like that we were making rash decisions, and I got a lot of DMs from angry people. And I didn't even I said nothing about Dave. I said nothing about anyone specifically. I just basically alluded to like the emotion, like, let's not get super emotional here. Let's just wait for, like, be emotional about the situation, but let's not make emotional decisions while we're emotional. And yeah, a lot of people came after me and was like, why are you a Dave sympathizer? Why are you, which I'm not. I didn't even say his name. Why are you,
of course you didn't.
Why are you supporting CrossFit as an organization? Which I wasn't. It was just like crazy to me to see people like come after me. And I was like, I am so not saying anything
Controversial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was wild. I was like, y'all calm down.
Jeffrey Birchfield, time to move along. Ellie, how dare you? Oh, Andrew, but did you pick up followers?
No, I probably lost them.
Lost followers.
Vindicate, how dare you be logical? Yeah, it was a crazy time period. I feel like, I mean, you have people that were there at the games, you have people that weren't there at the games, you have people that were sitting behind the computer like me, you have people that didn't make the games and their friends were at the games. There's a whole bunch of different people that experienced it, and we all experienced it pretty much at the same time, except for the people that were actually there. Mm-hmm. And I kind of wondered how, I feel like as athletes and as fans and tell me if you think this is even possible. I feel like as athletes and as fans, we can almost kind of feel a little entitled to the games.
Yeah.
As if it belongs to us, or we're supposed to be able to somehow kind of manage it or like give our opinion, and our opinion matters about it. Mm-hmm. Whereas it doesn't. I mean, in my opinion, it doesn't, but it's possible that we do feel like that. And that's where a lot of people are coming from.
Yeah. 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 It still feels to a lot of people grassroots, and it still is in certain ways, but you're never going to make everyone happy with everything. And not normal people don't get to dictate what the NFL does, It's just,
and also the games can just disappear. There's a possibility, like it is possible that the games just disappears and then poof. Whereas it's very highly unlikely that the NFL is just going to disappear, or Major League Baseball or whatever kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we do also have a lot of opinions when it comes to being able to think of it from our couches. So we see a lot of those things.
Jeffrey Birchfield,
yes.
Andrew, only you picked up followers.
Like, we can have a lot of opinions. We can say a lot of things. Oh, I would have done this, or I would have done this. And why didn't they see this? And why didn't they see that? And stuff like that. But like, it's much easier for us to do that because we're not there in the moment. But when the moment is happening, the only people that know what's actually going on are those people that are physically there.
Yeah.
So I always am just like, you can have an opinion and you can choose your platform to say and do whatever it is. That is the good and bad part about social media, is that we each have a platform that we use, and we say our own opinions and have conversations and do what we do. But to go to somebody else's page and feel like that you need to completely break someone down because they think differently than you, they question what you're saying, they want to have a conversation, that for me is when I have to like, because I was so overwhelmed because I was in the comments the whole time. And I was like, and I don't get in comments like that. I'm like you, I don't really go in the comments, but I was reading these comments and I was like, oh my God, there are so many people that are just shitheads. Like they're just here to fight, and it doesn't matter what you say, whether it's logical or not. Do you feel like that in situations like this, that there is very little logical conversations happening and it's just emotional conversations or emotional posts that are having? Have you, since kind of maybe getting back into the scene now and kind of seeing what's going on with CrossFit and whatever, do you feel like they're starting to have productive conversations, or do you still feel like a lot of comments are based off of emotions still?
I mean, y'all's guess is as good as mine, but it just reminds me so much of politics that no matter how many conversations you have, I truly think some people just cannot think logically from both sides of the coin. And I'm not trying to be mean, but it just boggles my mind sometimes how much emotion, and I'm guilty of it too, but how much emotion can dictate just clear thinking. I'm like, man, like even time separation doesn't even help for some people. Just like, golly. Or maybe it's the fact that we're all in echo chambers and we only follow people that agree with us, or most people, and no, we're not willing to challenge, have any hard conversations. And one reason I love y'all so much, y'all have so many hard conversations. I think that's why people love y'all. It's just, golly, people are so afraid to hear anything other than what they want to be true. And I think that's the problem.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, I guess now we'll get to girl talk so we can have all those hard conversations. John Woolley, I identify as a shithead. God damn it. Just for fun, or if you want to answer any of them, let me know. I'll pull them up.
It's so distracting. I need to stop looking at them.
Unlike my favorite clothing supplier, I'm assuming you're talking about Vindicate.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Rock hard combos. Okay. Well,
they're talking about they're talking about Jake Chapman having coconut butter all over him. That's what they're talking about. So yeah,
of course they are,
because that's just what Jake does.
The guys are trying to dominate girl talk.
Also, coconut butter is amazing. Oh, hey, have you ever actually been around your husband or like any group of dudes that are actually having like quote unquote locker room talk?
Oh my gosh, yeah. It wasn't until I got married because I didn't have any brothers. Well, no, CrossFit. Like in a CrossFit.
I was gonna say, it's amazing.
I worry about these 16-year-old girls sometimes that start CrossFit when I did, and maybe the ones that were as sheltered as I was. That like I learned about teabagging. I learned about like I literally had no idea what any of this was, and like the other day learned about free balling. Had no idea what that was.
I have a kid. I have a son. I knew about that 7 years ago. I figured that out 7 years ago.
Guys are wild. Girls we don't talk about stuff like we don't talk about our body parts as much as guys do. It's insane.
Oh no, we do. You don't? Oh, maybe your generation doesn't.
I mean, like, like I feel like that is the center of every guy's humor.
It is.
But I feel like men aren't
really not that funny. But okay.
It's hysterical. Men are like, hysterical. But men are not afraid to talk about it in front of anyone, whereas we're afraid to talk about it in front of men. We'll talk about it in front of other women.
True, but it's not the center of our jokes, I feel like.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Right.
Yeah, that's fair.
That is very fair.
That's fair. Unless something happened to you that day in those areas. Yeah. Like if something happened to my vagina today, I could talk about it because it happened. But like that's not what I'm gonna if it didn't happen today, I'm not talking about it.
Yeah. Kind of yeah. The locker room talk in CrossFit gyms is insane. So I learned a lot when I was 16, 17, 18 that my twin sister did not know existed. So
did you have to teach her? Like, did you tell her what was happening?
I didn't want to teach her. I would just come home with like big eye, like wide eyes, just scarred from the day.
Oh my God. I'm sorry. I will not treat you like Allie Shiver. Allie Shiver, we had a great conversation with Allie Shiver the other day, but I won't do that to you. You're a good Christian, God-fearing woman with a husband. I'm not going to do that to you. But
I'll have to go listen. I didn't listen to it.
I just wondered if you had ever heard any of, because I'm learning so much and I'm just kind of also becoming immune to like being afraid to talk about things. Like I'll just talk about it because I don't care, because dudes do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't know. I don't know if that's good or bad.
It's good. Yeah. We have to talk about it.
It's unfiltered.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jake Chapman. Guys, you'll never guess what happened to my balls today. Yeah, exactly that. That's exactly what they are.
Literally what the conversation is. Yep.
Girl talk.
Well, I won't do it with you because I know. And then if I do have girl talk with you, I'll have to go find John Young and have Bible talk again.
Right after.
So like that is like my church. Like John Young is my church, and then I go repent, and then I'm okay, and then I can go for another month, and then I have to go confess my sins again. It's
so funny.
I do.
It's so funny.
It's amazing, and I feel great afterwards. Like I feel refreshed.
Yeah, like, yeah. No, I've listened to a few of them. He's brave to talk about a tough topic.
He's not afraid of it. Yeah, it's cool. It's super fun.
Yeah, it's been fun to listen to.
How about Diddy? Real quick before we go, you heard the news on Diddy?
I listened to a little clip Candace Owens put out about it, and a lot of baby oil.
So yeah, 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
Yeah,
in one house. What is happening?
I did hear, though, I haven't followed the case super closely, but I did hear he didn't get charged for any of the child stuff, or any of the really bad stuff that he allegedly did.
Oh no, he did. There's videos. I guess it's like sex trafficking, drugging women, and
racketeering.
Racketeering,
yeah.
But there wasn't anything with like child molestation.
No. They didn't get him for Usher or what's his name? Bieber.
Damn.
There's nothing in there. But I don't think they would ever admit to it if it did happen to them. And if there's no video of it, because apparently they found video.
Yeah.
So
all I know of Diddy is his song. It was a collab with some girl, and is it I'm Coming Home?
Yeah.
His song?
Yeah.
That's all I know of him. I really liked that song. But yeah. I mean, truly, if I'm being real, I may call me a conspiracy theorist, but I think crap like this is happening all over Hollywood, and he's one of the first dominoes to fall in it right now. But I feel like there's so much.
R. Kelly. Yeah. R. Kelly was, but that was, I think everybody feels like that was because a documentary came out. This one is actually like there was a whole I just love how all the comments are like, he didn't do it. Like, I saw the video of him beating his girlfriend. I'm pretty sure everything else can just kind of come in after. Like,
right. Well, and did y'all hear all that stuff with him about having a hitman or something? Like a guy that takes care of all his messes. And
cleans up his hotel rooms, pays off the hotels, pays off the people to hide security camera footage. Yeah. I wonder if they're going to get charged. I want to see them get charged too.
100%.
Can it be an accessory?
It's called a handler. He said apparently a lot of people in Hollywood have handlers.
Oh, sure. Yeah, they all do. I'm waiting for that. Like, I want all of them. All of R. Kelly's handlers should have been charged too.
Yeah.
But
I'm worried something's going to happen to him. Like, whatever happened to Epstein, I don't know. But I'm just like, there's a lot of people wanting to cover up evidence that, it's just.
Well, I think it's all these documentaries that are coming out with incidents, and we did the Nickelodeon one. There was one about Nick Carter, and like it's one of those things where it's like, oh, Bernie, hi Bernie,
hi Bernie, the baby oil thing. Who doesn't stock up when they see a good bargain? That's Costco's entire model, not a crime. God damn, fine, whatever.
I've never owned a thing of baby oil in my life. I don't know what people. Never mind.
Don't go there. The comments are going to go crazy. Don't say it. Don't say it.
I forgot we were live.
Cough, Michael Jackson cough. Yep. Okay, fine. Whatever. We talk about that. JY Jelly, you're off a consonant, I think. I feel like. Jake Chapman, PK was arrested for receiving swollen good. Oh, God damn. Okay, never mind. All right, forget it.
Stop giving
We're done on
Jake
sorry.
Chapman
Yep.
the spotlight.
Wait, what did John say? Well, if having a closet of baby oil is a crime, then arrest. Oh God. Okay. Yep. We did it. We're here. Locker room talk. We made it happen. We made it happen.
Leave the boys in the comments.
We made it happen.
Wrong show for that.
No, it's not the wrong show. It's fine. Ellie's fine. She's good. And then what else? That was pretty much it. We just wanted to catch up and see how you're doing, getting ready for Crash. And you feeling good? Everything's healthy. Everything's
Yeah, a little bit of a back thing going on, but I'm gonna get it right before Crash. But I was gonna ask, what's y'all's role? Like, are y'all just hanging out? Are y'all gonna film? Are y'all gonna
no role? We are a family going down to cheer for people,
just hanging out and just gonna be there and
nice,
have a good time and just be able to meet everybody, which I think is
we're gonna try
really
to get
cool.
Everybody like everybody that's like all of our chat friends.
I want a family picture. I don't think I'm gonna get it with all of you guys, but like I would love like a family picture. But we're only gonna be there
the first 2 days.
Yeah, we have to leave super early on Sunday morning. So we're not gonna be there for the last day. But I would love to try to get like a big family photo of everybody, but I don't think it's gonna happen. It'll be like small family photos.
No, we will. We'll have to do it. So y'all are getting there Friday?
Well, we get there Thursday, but we'll be there all day Friday and Saturday.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, typically there's only 2 events a day, so there's usually a huge gap. Is Taylor doing it?
Yeah.
Taylor's?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Kenneth, thank you. Just because we can't wait to see you. Yeah, we want to try to get everybody that we see their autograph on a t-shirt. So we just have like Kenneth's
so
name,
I can hang it up right here.
Your name,
hang it up right here.
And just have everybody's name on a t-shirt that was there. And especially for him. And he loves going to like Little G loves going.
Yeah, you'll be able to meet our kid.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
meet our baby.
I love that he loves or it sounds like he loves CrossFit.
He does. He really
loves
does.
the cards. He loves like the stats. That's very, very big.
Oh, Travis, are you gonna be there too?
Yes.
Travis, fire, bro.
What are you late to the show?
I'm late to the party. I'm sorry.
You didn't know?
Dude, I can't. I'm so excited. I can't wait.
Is who all's going? Is Savon going? Is his crew going?
I think his whole crew's going except for him.
That's a long way for him. I know they streamed it last year. But
I think they're streaming it this year too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
But I think everybody's gonna be at Crash.
Got it. Yeah, Suzo, I think, or Will was there last year. But
don't worry, Travis. We're coming with money. I'm already prepared to spend a whole lot of money on
like super light.
Because I know
that we're gonna spend a bunch of money when we're down there, so it'll be cool.
Man, I'm so pumped y'all will be there. This will be so fun.
It's gonna be super fun. We got Allie to come too, so she'll be down there. Allie Shiver.
Okay, I don't know her.
She's like she's like meme for time, and she makes all these really funny reels for women. It's almost kind of like
very funny.
Hey, what happens when you get camel toe? Like, how do you have squat pants? Like, it's really funny. It's amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Nice. Well, I'm excited to meet her too.
It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah, it's gonna be really, really fun. Is there anything? I know he like released the names of the events. Have you tried to guess what might be the events?
I think he's only released one.
He's released an event?
I think so.
I thought he just released the names of them, and then people were having fun, like trying to guess what they might be or whatever. Here. Is there something that you would love to see, or is there something that JR is like notorious for doing every year at Crash? Oh, cool.
Oh yeah, so that was something I think like he calls it a professional courtesy kind of like, be prepared for strict deficit handstand push-ups.
Yeah, he's like, don't at me.
I would highly doubt if he actually did that workout, which I did test that. But golly, strict deficit handstand push-ups are different animal.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have a feeling he's gonna do parallel strict. I don't know why. I just have a feeling he will. But yeah, he did parallel kipping last year, and I really liked that. It was a really deep deficit. It was like at like 8 inches for girls. And then what else did he do? I always love the pegboard. Hope he does pegboard. He's done that every year, so he probably won't do it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but that's fun to watch because he has like 10 of them along the wall, and so he can run a whole heat with pegboard.
Well, that's the thing.
I heard the gym was amazing.
Yeah, I wanted to ask. Like, I mean, it looked big when they did the was it the Open that they did with Taylor and Hub? Yeah,
quarterfinals and
quarterfinals. Like, is it really that big? Like, it's huge. Is it a huge gym?
It's massive. Yeah. And he has. Have you seen the trapeze bars that he has? The things that are swinging.
No,
you haven't seen those. That's wild. We did an event. It's a floating bar, so it's hanging from straps like rings, but it's a bar. And we did toast a bar on those, which was insane. So I had to practice it. I put a barbell through rings, so like that's the only way you can simulate it. But it was a game changer because it adds about, per rep of whatever movement you do for a toast bar, it adds like a second per rep. And we had 100 of them. And so that was wild. And people are practicing bar muscle ups on that, which is terrifying.
That's insane.
That bar moves. He'll use that again in some capacity.
That'll be cool.
Oh, this is going to be so fun.
Yeah, that's going to be really, really cool.
Yeah, we're fanning out. Jake Chapman, he wanted to know if you're going to Rogue, but also does Ellie know any men coming to Rogue who need accommodation? Because they have a tent.
Dang, I don't, but if I'll message y'all if I hear someone.
Don't do
message
it.
Jake.
He's being.
They have a guy's tent.
Kenneth Delap, after Kipping It Reels last show, I think Allie has event. No, she loves you. Allie loves everybody.
Well, she'll meet you in person, so I guess we'll find out.
She's super fun.
I guess we'll find out in person.
She's gonna pull a Danny Spiegel like Hillary.
No, I mean, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
Listen, I don't know. I don't know what happens when CrossFitters get together and there's a lot of caffeine and a lot of like music and energy and whatever. So we'll find out for the first time.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted. I just wanted to catch up with you, girl. I haven't seen you in forever. I'm glad you're feeling good. You look great. I'm super pumped to see you.
I'm so pumped. It's so wild knowing someone through the screen, but getting to see y'all in person will be awesome. So,
is Hubby coming?
Huh?
Are you bringing Hubby? Is he coming? Is he allowed to come or?
So bummed he can't come this year, but I'm going with my friend. Do you know Ashley Shoemaker?
Oh, I've heard the last name.
Yeah,
Shoemaker,
the name.
Yeah, she's a semifinals athlete. So I'm gonna stay with her, and she competed last year. Wish she could come, but he has some work stuff. So, it'll just be a girls' trip.
There you go.
Do you have any of your buddies coming from semifinals? Are there any of the girls that were at Oh, there's a lot.
Well, Ashley didn't make it this year, but she's a perennial semifinals athlete. Mary Helen Saunders, Lindsay Lane obviously will be there. She won it last year. I'm trying to think who else got invited. There's a few other people.
Olivia Kerstetter is going.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Olivia Kerstetter. I know Fisagoff is going, which we're not friends. I don't know her, but she seems cool.
Yeah.
And I know who was the other games? Kyra Milligan.
Yep.
There's one other games athlete, but I forget who it was. Oh, Carolyn Prevost.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Her.
Wait, here you go. Go get your WOD zombie cards. Thanks, guys.
Oh yeah, nice.
Milligan. Yep.
Yeah. So y'all are gonna get to see some really top.
It's gonna be cool.
It's gonna be it'll be fun for him. I kind of just want to. She
wants to hug Taylor Self.
I do. I definitely. I want to hug Taylor Self.
He's great. He's so. I think Taylor's awesome.
I wish Seb was going so that we could finally get the picture of her hugging him because he's so little. Like we found out that he's just about the same height as Colton.
I said on a podcast one time that I told him, I was like, when I see you, I just want to hug you and have your face in my boobs. And he was like, that is exactly where I want my face to be. And so now that's like the whole thing, but like, he's not coming.
I'm so bummed that he's not going to be there. So we can't get that picture of like, have you seen that reel where, who is it? Shaq and someone else, Shaq and The Rock, I think it is, say like hello and they give each other like the handshake and then they tap each other, give them like the half hug or whatever. And Kevin Hart disappears and he's like, wow, I just disappeared. Or
he's
whatever.
Not even in the picture.
I just see Sevon like standing behind Garrett and I and like just disappearing.
Wait, how tall are you? I know.
I'm 5'11".
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
I did not know you were that tall.
Yeah, I'm 5'11".
Dang, y'all are
I'm pretty
both
much
tall.
the same height.
She's
Oh,
only. She used to try to tell me she was 5'9". I'm like, girl.
That's what my license
When
said.
you were 8, you
I
were
was 5'9" when I got my license,
Like,
and then yeah,
okay.
I'm 5'11".
that is wild.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah,
So don't worry.
my first license had 5'10". They accidentally added a 0, and it was not okay.
A 0? They
5'10". Yep.
That it's a 9-inch difference. So
Well, we can't wait to take a picture with you too. That's gonna be
Yes.
awesome. We'll like.
Yep.
Colleen likes to bend like. show
No,
up.
I'm learning how to stand up tall. I'm
I'll
always
go in
told,
the
like,
middle. That'll
Yeah.
be
I'm
a
always
really good
told
trick.
to.
Yeah, I'll use your step stool to vindicate.
There you go.
There you go.
Why vindicate? How tall are you? Thought you were the same
Yeah,
height
I
as
thought
me.
you were like. Yeah.
Thought you were my height.
We're
What's
bringing a
happening?
step stool for me.
Yeah, we're bringing it for. Yeah.
Oh. I thought he was tall too.
Yeah.
I mean, we all look tall on a podcast, so it's like none of us look,
I didn't
whatever
look
height
that
we
tall
are.
apparently because Gabe was not ready.
5'9"
I'm
and a half.
9.5.
Yeah, you're good. Papa Birch, 5'5", 550. What?
How tall's your son?
Tall.
He's tall.
He's like up to my.
He's 4 something already.
He's like up to my chest.
Yeah.
Mhm.
He's probably as tall as I am. That's
He's
why-
about that height.
That's why I didn't realize how tall y'all were. I think because like whenever you take a picture with him being like tall for his age, I guess, or my height, I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, they're not that tall.
Yeah. Garrett or Colleen could carry Savon around and carry if they got. Yeah. And we would. We love him that much that we would actually do it. Or a piggyback ride. Can you imagine if I got a picture with him and I'm
That
giving
would
him
be
a piggy?
amazing.
That would be amazing.
That'd be so funny.
Legendary.
God.
Yep.
Could Wazami make that into a card? I would like that.
That'd be someone's card.
I'd buy it. I would buy it.
Oh God, girl, tell your husband thank you for letting us have you for a little while. It was awesome.
Thanks for having me back on, guys. I always appreciate it. Y'all are awesome. Can't wait to hug y'all in person. So
I know it'd be so cool.
You know us. We'll ask you to come back on after so that
Crash,
we can talk about it after, because I want to hear all about the parallel handstand push-ups and whatever else.
Whatever else he's gonna program. Yeah, for
I'll
sure.
have to recruit. I'll have to, if y'all are cool with that, I'll get like 1 or 2 of my friends from there. Maybe we can all do like, around.
Yeah, family podcast. I love it.
Absolutely.
It sounds great. That's
love
fire.
it. Yeah, we always like to talk to people and hear their point of view. So it's cool.
Yeah, it'd be cool to have a little round table.
Yeah.
And just so everybody knows, talking about controversial things is what we'll be doing on Friday morning, because Sev is going on a trip to Boston, I think. I don't know for what or for how long or whatever's happening. Super secret squirrel stuff, I guess. But we'll have the podcast Friday morning. So
We are
if you
taking
want
over Savon's podcast.
hear all
He's giving us the keys again.
Oh, I
always
love
say
it.
he gives us the keys to the Lamborghini and lets us take the car for a ride. So
if you want it
that for a reason. So I'll be in the comments.
Yeah, there you go.
love it.
So if you want to hear all of the controversial female vagina abortion stuff, like feel free to come on over. We'll be doing that on Friday morning. And yeah, it's fun. Thank you for hanging out with us, girl. We really appreciate you and always willing to talk about everything except for guy
Papa
talk.
Birch knows.
Yeah, out of my scope.
Oh, Greg is doing broken science. That's what we thought, but we didn't know. So yeah,
cool.
That's awesome. But yeah, we'll be doing all of that on Friday. And yeah, thanks for always willing to talk to us about anything. I know it's not easy for a lot of you guys to come and talk about like weird shit. So thank you.
No, y'all make it easy.
All right, guys.
Guy talk on Friday. Feel free.
See you Friday.
Bring your balls.
Oh,
It'll be a good time.
No, because I won't be there.
Yeah.
I don't like to hang out with the balls.
All right, guys.
All right, guys.
Next time.
See ya.
Deuces.
Bye.
See you guys.